Because recently on Twitter, I saw someone complaining about how, oh, I'm on a show and it seems like the showrunner just wants to give these freelance opportunities to their friends rather than giving them to the support staff. They'd rather pay a penalty
Mm-hmm.
instead of giving it to the writer's assistant or whoever and make sure that their friends get a job or get a gig. Um, my feeling on that when I read it was, or is it that those lower level staff have not impressed the showrunner enough to say, I think this person can do the job?
Yeah, because that's probably what's happening is that before you get a freelance, the boss is going to want to read a sample of your work, and so it better be really good. Mm-hmm. And giving a freelance to anyone, it really puts the showrunner a little bit behind the eight ball, because if it doesn't come in good, and most do not, it's going to need a giant page one rewrite, and now the showrunner has to do that, and and they're not getting extra money for doing that, and they have to do it on their own time. So, that's why I always think that when I'm running a show, all I care about is the draft coming in good shape, because if it doesn't, I got to do it on my own time, and I have so many other things to do. Last thing I want to do is rewrite someone else's work from page one, and so if you give that opportunity to someone who isn't quite ready, and it's very hard to be ready. That's why it's so important to be educated and to be as prepared as you can. Because, actually, we were, my partner and I were, a few years ago, this happens a couple times in our career, where the show, Kirstie Alley had a show on TV Land called The Kirstie Alley Show. It was with Michael Richards and Rhea Perlman. And so I guess they needed to have a couple freelances, and they were a little bit behind the eight ball, and we had some friends in the show, and they said, hey, these guys will do it. And we had nothing going on at the time. And so they hired us to do this freelance, and it was great. And we went in, we banged it, and we hit it out of the park. Everyone loved it. The whole staff loved it, and everyone was relieved that we did a good job, because it just makes their job easier. But yeah, maybe now if they had did it, that was a few years ago, maybe now they would just give it to a staff writer or writer's assistant. I don't think they could at the time, because the script had to come in good. So they really had to hire experienced people to do it.
Literally, there's no time to rewrite this thing.
There's no time.
Yeah.